Let's say you sell security services and that one of your services is protecting a parking lot. Part of your qualification criteria is whether a company has one or multiple parking lots. And right now, sales reps are manually looking up Google Maps and building information to try and find out whether a company may be qualified for this service. Good news for you, you can completely automate this with an AI agent that can search the web and Google Maps to see if a company has a parking lot. Welcome to Outbound Plays, where in each video, I show you one creative outbound idea and how to completely automate it from start to finish. This week's play is called the parking lot play. In this play, I'm going to show you how to set up an AI agent that qualifies whether a company has a parking lot and outbounds to them automatically. So let's get into it. The platform that we're going to be using for this entire end-to-end automation is Unify. Unify is where we're going to define the agent that's going to qualify whether companies in our territory have parking lots or not. It's where we define our persona and then outbound to them automatically when they are qualified. Let's pop open the hood and let me show you how to set this up. The first thing we're going to do is define our AI agent. After opening the Unify platform, click Agents and click New Agent. I call this agent, does the company have a parking lot on site? And I'm using it to qualify company record types. All this agent is doing is answering this question. Does the company have a parking lot on site? Use Google Maps to look up whether there's a parking lot. I ran this example here for a company, and we can see how the agent is thinking, that it was able to find building information, that it found a parking lot management service already, and therefore it returned true. Let's do this for a company that doesn't have a parking lot on site, just for completeness. I ran this for a company that I know does not have a parking lot, and we can see the agent is searching, reflecting, and ultimately returning false as expected. This looks like it's working as expected. Let's go ahead and create. Now, let's say that we sell this service to heads of security, particularly heads of building security or heads of physical security. We're going to define that persona here so that we can use them in our outbound sequences. I'm going to call this persona head of physical security, and let's start with this title. Now, Unify is automatically generating similar titles for me to include, and I can select the perfect titles for me here using similar words like facility, physical security, and so on, and I can click Add Selected. And if I wanted to, I could also exclude certain keywords if that's not relevant to me and create this persona. Now, I'm going to go ahead and create this as a play. I'm going to click New Play and create from scratch. A play is essentially a workflow automation. In this play, we're going to run it on my territory. We're going to qualify accounts based on whether they have a parking lot using the AI agent that we just defined. And then we're going to prospect at the qualified companies, reach out to the head of physical security or building security, and then route them into the right sequence to share our service. So this is the trigger node. This is what fires off the play. I'm going to click Select Trigger, and I'm going to grab my territory and run this on my territory. And then I'm going to drag and drop the AI agent node and connect it to the agent. Does the company have a parking lot on site, which we just made? We're going to mark companies as qualified when this returns true. Now, there's going to be companies in this qualified bucket, and we'll want to prospect for the heads of physical or building security at those companies. To do this, I'm going to grab my prospecting node, have it reach out to a maximum number of 3 people, specify that we want it to reach out to head of physical security, and that's it. Now it's going to find these people, and then I'll want to drag and drop a loop block so it can loop through each one of them and route them into the right sequence. For my sequence, I just have to specify that it's the head of physical security, and then I'll want them to get routed to my head of security sequence. Perfect. In just a few minutes, we created an entire automation of an AI agent that goes through my entire territory, qualifies the companies there for me, prospects for the head of physical security, and then sends them the sequence that I made that's custom tailored. Pretty cool, isn't it? I hope this video was helpful and that it gave you an idea of the kinds of creative things you can have AI agents automate for you in terms of qualification and prospecting. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for the next AI agent outbound play. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.